Oh, welcome, friends. I'm back. I got my microphone working. I realized it had come unplugged. Unfortunately, I didn't realize it until after we landed here at San Luis Obispo. But anyway, we've been here for about, I don't know, two plus hours. We're going to head up to Monterey. Another short, full flight video today. We're going to do a full flight video. First one in a while. Let's get up on the flight deck and get started. Short flight, though, just 116 nautical miles. Flying at 22,000 feet. Taking off on runway 29, same runway we landed on. And it's via the Creep 3 SID. So let's get started. What do you say? The adventures of 3 Bravo Whiskey must continue. All right, let's go and fire her up. Batteries. Gens. APU gen.
Ground, Cessna November, Tree 43 Bravo Whiskey IFR to Monterey, ready to copy.
Recognition lights, Nancy collisions.
Cessna November,
APU.
43 Bravo Whiskey is cleared to Monterey Airport as filed. Takeoff runway, 29er climb, and maintain 8,000 feet.
8,000.
Frequency is 119.05, squawk 5571.
Okay, is that 8,000? Correct
Correct
your altimeter.
Takeoff runway 29er
Oh,
climb and maintain
2992. What do you know?
Departure on 119er decimal
static.
05 squawk 5571.
GPS.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, read back correct.
It's an RNAV approach into Monterey.
On 121.6.
APU is at 100%. Start our right engine.
San Luis ground, Cessna November, Tree 43 Bravo
Fuel
Whiskey
valve open.
requesting pushback.
Release
Cessna
emergency
November
brake.
3, 43 Bravo Whiskey, pushback request accepted.
Okay, we're getting our pushback now. Let's zoom in on our MFD. Go outside and fix our camera. Beautiful day here in San Luis Obispo, but cloudy up in Monterey. Okay, right engine coming up nicely. Really don't need pushback, actually, but whatever. Let's go ahead and set our speed bugs. VR 139er. VWise 195. VAP 132. All on. Winds are out of the west in Monterey, and it's cloudy up there, as I think I said. Okay, right engine's up and running. Left now. Right starter's off.
San Luis ground, Cessna November, Tree 43 Bravo Whiskey requesting the end of pushback.
Right engine's coming up nicely.
Cessna
And 2%.
November 3, 43 Bravo Whiskey request to end pushback received.
Put a taxi light on. All right. Notch your flaps. Set up our
San
timer.
Luis ground, Cessna November, Tree 43 Bravo Whiskey with mic ready to taxi IFR.
PFD settings, wind option 2.
Bravo Whiskey taxi to and hold short of runway 29er via taxiway Bravo Foxtrot Echo.
BFE.
Contact tower on 124.0 when ready.
Left engine's coming up nicely now as well.
Taxi to and hold short runway 29er using taxiway Bravo Foxtrot Echo Cessna Tree
So we're
Bravo
going
Whiskey.
right. Yeah, so like that. There's the runway threshold, so we're real close. Yeah, I'm sorry that you were deprived of all my witticisms. Okay, left engine's good on the last flight. Turn off left starter, turn off APU. Okay, we're good to go. Taxi light is on. Let's go. Our beloved November 343 Bravo Whiskey. Hopefully the sim stays stable. It was great on the flight up from Orange County. Ooh, took that turn a little wide, didn't we? Make sure our control surfaces are working. Yes, they are. That toe brake didn't really seem to work. Wants us to go. This is goofy. This is just pathfinding goofiness right here. We're going to stay right here. 21 knots right now on the airfield. That's fine. Little, well, tiny bit fast, but there we go. Okay, let's go take off. Head up to Monterey. If the sim cooperates. Make sure those toe brakes are working. I'm going to use right toe brake now. Yeah, it's working. All right.
Approaching runway 29.
Okay.
San Luis Tower Cessna November 343
Lights.
Bravo Whiskey at runway 29er ready for departure IFR to Monterey. Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey altimeter 29er decimal 9er 2 wind 188 at 10. Cleared for takeoff runway 29er.
Winds are out of the south.
Cleared for takeoff runway 29er Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey.
Okay. Nobody's coming? Nope, nobody's coming. Let's go. Head up to Monterey.
Runway 29, 6,000 feet remaining.
6,000 foot long runway. All right. On the offset threshold now, we'll line up. We'll hold the brakes as we spool up. I think I forgot to do, shame on me, 195. I did it on the speed bugs, but not on the panel. 195 and VS. We want to get up to our cruising altitude as fast as possible. We're in a steep climb out at 4,000 feet per minute. Activate nav. Okay, now we're ready to go. Let's do it, friends. Head up to Monterey. Start our timer. Almost forgot. Okay, timer started. Here we go, friends. We get that ITT alarm as soon as we spool up. Release. Little crosswind, 10 o'clock. Not much, 3 knots. 80 knots. 120. And rotate. Positive rate, gear out. Autopilot's engaged. Auto throttle.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey contact Los Angeles Center on 119er decimal 05.
Landing lights off.
Going to 119er decimal 05 Cessna
Set
3 Bravo
200.
Whiskey.
Flaps in.
Los Angeles Center Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey is at 1,400 feet climbing 8,000 feet. Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey Los Angeles Center altimeter
Set 210.
decimal 902 continue to creep as planned.
Creep. Good. Continuing to creep. Reconfirm. Gear up. Flaps in. Climbing 4,000 feet per minute. Up to 8,000. Holding 210 easy. Beautiful afternoon. Look at this. Bitchin'. There it is. Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. All right. Take it up to 220. All right, start to level out here. We should expect further climb instructions. It's just an OMI on the opposite approach end. It's at 230. Come on, give me some new climb instructions. We should receive those climb instructions when we get to 7,800, the way the sim works.
Cessna 3 Bravo
Nice.
Whiskey, climb and maintain 14,000 feet.
Up to 14,000, 3 Whiskey.
Climb and maintain 14,000 feet, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
As we close in on 10,000, we'll engage the FLC.
Polar 235, contact Oakland Center on 128.7. Good day.
Okay. FLC's engaged.
128.7 Polar 235.
Set 250. As we pass 10,000 now. Gonna turn right at creep. ITT alarm. To be expected, I gather. Guess it hasn't started turning green yet. This will be all green by March. Right now it's still recovering from 7 months of no rain. Well, we got up to 14,000 pretty fast, didn't we? Go ahead and set our airspeed at 310. Should be completing that right turn here momentarily. Acknowledge. And we'll get further climb instructions. We're taking her up to 22,000 today. We'll see if ATC takes us up there on our next step climb or not.
Destination is
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Up to 210, 3 Whiskey.
Climb and maintain flight level.
Re-engage the
210,
FLC.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
I think we're going up to 220 though, so... Well, I'll set it at 21,000 on the altitude selector and wait for further climb instructions. Just 100 miles out, but at a 22,000 foot cruising altitude, I'd expect descent instructions to begin at or around 70 miles out, so... We'll take our speed up a little bit more. 320. FLC's handling it nicely. Climbing at 3,400 feet per minute. We get an ITT warning. She's running a little hot, like that scene in the movie Airplane. I just want it to run, period, and not crash the desktop. Passing 17,000 now. Hauling ass. Actually have a 3-knot tailwind, if you can believe it.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, contact Oakland Center on 128.7. Good day.
All right, hand off to Oakland Center.
128.7.
Transition altitude.
Oakland Center, Cessna
Altimeter's the same either way, 299 or 2.
Passing flight level 185, climbing flight level 210.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey, Oakland Center. Continue to Papa Romeo Bravo as planned.
All right, closing in on 21,000 now. Hopefully get to 22. I think that's our next instruction. Should receive that once we get to 20,800 feet. I'm going to pre-enter it just in anticipation, but not, I'm just going to arm it. I'm not going to engage it. Come on. Come on. 70, 60, 50, 40, 30.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Excellent. All right, FLC's re-engaged.
Climb and maintain flight level 220, Cessna
Get up
3
to
Bravo.
22,000, and we're going to get our descent instructions just right after we get to climb. Right after we get to our cruising altitude. Just about to pass over Paso Robles. Making a left turn. It's at 320. I thought I did that. Very interesting approach into Monterey. Runway 28 left, Yankee, RNAV. Runway length 7,100 feet. Airport elevation 257. Touchdown zone elevation also 257. Approach course 261. The final approach course is offset by 16.76 degrees. So that's kind of fun. I'll show you if it doesn't crash it on the VFR map. We're going to basically fly up this valley. Let me turn on ISO line. I'm going to fly up this valley. A lot of mountains off to the left. We're flying up this valley. Then we'll turn left. And you see how you kind of have to dodge this? So we'll get to Hixar. At Hixar, we want to be at 5,100 feet. That'll be our first descent instruction. Then at Gayo,
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey descend and maintain 8,000 feet.
she's going to correct that to 5,100 in a second. Down to 8,000 is
Descend
really
and
risky.
maintain 8,000 feet Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
She'll change that in a second to 5,100. 74 miles out, so that's perfect timing for the descent instruction, descent initiation. We'll initiate our descent at 1,600 feet per minute. Set 8,000, but again, I would expect to hear further descent instructions.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey contact Oakland Center on 126.
Down to 5,100 feet.
Good day.
As I was saying, Igayo, 5,100.
126.9 for Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey. Center Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey. is
Hixar's
active flight
5,100.
level 21,
Igayo's
descending 8,000
4,600 feet. Hugon,
Cessna
3,200
Bravo
feet.
Whiskey Oakland Center. Continue as planned.
Total descent, or rather total final approach distance, 13.0 nautical miles. Now again, we'll see if the weather changes. I'm a little concerned by the fact that we're getting only 3 knots up here at this altitude. That to me suggests there may be issues with the weather server. I could be wrong. Outside air temperature appears correct at minus 20, but we should have winds, I would imagine, greater than 3 knots at this altitude. And also the weather in Monterey, it's currently listed as 51 degrees and cloudy. So we may not have cooperative weather engines. We'll see if the sim starts to bring in some clouds, but right now I can actually see Monterey Bay right there, and I don't see any clouds. So we may have weather server problems, which happens occasionally. Increase our descent rate to 2,000 feet per minute and slow to 310. I mean, traffic's working. I can hear they're talking to other planes. It's just that it should be cloudy, according to live weather. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
128.7 for Polaris 9er 69er.
I mean, that's clear as day. I can actually see all the way to Santa Cruz. That's Santa Cruz out there, north end of Monterey Bay. Here's Monterey.
Bravo Whiskey, you are 5 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 5,100.
Told you.
Expect RNAV Yankee runway at 28 left approach by WIGGL transition. Clear to WIGGL.
Okay, we're clear to wiggle. We'll expect RNAV 28 left Yankee.
Descend and maintain 5,100 feet. Expect RNAV Yankee runway to 8 left approach via wiggle transition. Clear to wiggle Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Let's go ahead and slow us down 300 and increase our descent rate to 2,000 feet per minute. 2,200 feet per minute, forgive me. Nearest altimeter is 2984. That's not coming in. That also suspicious. You remember when we were at the airport in San Luis Obispo, before takeoff, I remarked on the fact that the altimeter was this 29902, which is standard. And the winds are unchanged at 3 knots. So yes, I have growing confidence that the weather servers are down today, regrettably. They weren't down on our first flight, but they're down now. Unfortunate. Showing us 50 miles left on this route, 15,500 feet. Air altitude's good. Airspeed's good. I'll have to go to the boards after we land, if we land, and see if anybody else is reporting weather servers down. The biggest evidence is the 3-knot winds aloft, and the fact that I got 80 miles visibility on it in conditions where... Oh, clouds are showing up. That's interesting. In conditions which should be cloudy. So, but those clouds just populated, so who knows? Maybe it is okay. But that doesn't explain the 3 knots winds aloft.
Center, generic November 617
Anyway, you can see what we're going to do. We're flying along this valley. We're going to make a left turn, avoid this terrain, and then land right over here.
Delta Charlie Oakland. Center altimeter 29.9 to continue as planned.
Those look great. Gorgeous. Holy Christ. All right, closing in on 10,000. We'll slow to 290. Winds are still stuck at 3. There's definitely something going on. Slow to 280. 11,700 feet. 39 miles out, so we'll go ahead and shallow our descent right now to 1,600 feet per minute. Slow to 270. Coming up on Wiggle. After Wiggle is Hixar. $10,800 feet. We'll slow to 260. I've flown into Monterey in real life as well. Although, if memory serves, we came in off the water. But anyway, it's always fun to do an approach that involves some mountain dodging, right? So we've got haze. The haze is here, but I can still see the entirety of Monterey Bay and no clouds in the sky whatsoever. So, yes, I stand by my original assessment. Slow to 250. That there are issues. 33 miles out now, 9,600 feet. We're looking good, altitude-wise. I see this, and I see a trail I want to climb.
Contact Oakland Center on 127.45. Good day.
2745, Roski, you get it?
127
Slow to 240.
45 Cessna, Tree Bravo Whiskey. Oakland Center.
31 miles now,
Tree
9,000
Bravo
feet.
Whiskey is at 9,200 feet,
Shallow,
descending
1,400 feet per minute.
5,100 feet.
Looks like that right there is somebody on final.
Whiskey Oakland Center altimeter 29.9 continue to WIGGL as planned.
He's ahead of us. Presumably doing the same final we are. Although maybe not, because this seems to suggest he's shy of it. Unless he's just going to do a pull of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and not fly the published approach. 28 miles. We'll shallow our descent right now to 700 feet per minute. We'll slow to 230.
Southwest 678, contact Oakland Center on 126.9. Good day.
Slight left turn at Wiggle. Looks beautiful down there.
126.9 Southwest 678.
Yeah, weather's jacked up. Oh well. 5100 is our initial descent instruction. We should receive further descent instructions down to 4,000. I can't read my own handwriting.
Cessna Tree Bravo.
4,100.
Contact NorCal approach on 127.15. Good day.
2715 for Whiskey. Good day. 24 miles out.
127.15 Cessna, Tree Bravo
Slow.
Whiskey.
220.
Norcal approach Cessna
Norcal.
November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey is at 7,400 feet, descending
Norcal.
5,100
That's funny.
feet.
Norcal approach. This guy is...
Cessna November 34 Tree Bravo Whiskey NorCal approach altimeter 29.9 continue to Hitzer as planned.
What's he doing? Hixer. 7,100 feet. Slow to 210. All right. Coming up on Hicksar, we'll make a left turn. Haven't landed in Monterey in a long time in the sim. But I recall that the last time we did it, it was from the water for sure. And what's this guy doing? Dude, careful. 19 miles now. Getting ready to make a left turn. It's going to start to happen real fast, so slow to 200. We close in on Hicksar. Still kind of wondering if we're going to get further descent instructions. Increase our descent rate, 1,200 feet per minute.
SkyWest 4726, you are 12 miles southeast of Monterey.
Oh boy.
Contact Monterey Tower on 118.4.
Okay, so that SkyWest guy's getting... He's on approach in front of us, and he just got cleared to the tower. Handed off to the tower. Slow to 190.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Let's go ahead and use our
Tower
speed
on
brakes.
118.4 SkyWest 4726.
SkyWest.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey descend and maintain 4,100 feet.
There it is. Down to 4,100 through Whiskey.
Descend and maintain 4,100 feet Cessna.
15 miles out now. 5,400 feet. A little bit high. Not a problem. Yeah, it's too bad the weather engine's down. All right, left turn at Hicksar. Slow to 185. 14 miles, 5,000 feet. We're fine, we're good. So to 180. Coming in. You see what I mean in terms of the terrain that we need to avoid? Look at this. I mean, this is not something you want to be flying directly over. You'll be scaring the trail runners. Beautiful. There's the Monterey Bay. Gorgeous.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey descend and maintain 3,200 feet.
Down to 3,200 through Whiskey.
Descend and maintain 3,200
Zoom in on our
feet
MFD.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Let's go do a notch of flaps. Landing lights on.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey traffic is 8 o'clock, 4 miles at 3,300 feet of generic.
How'd we get in front of
Report
him?
them in sight.
We got in front of him.
Cessna
That's
Tree
great.
Bravo Whiskey have the generic
I
in
expect a go around. I hear a go around coming. Okay, 9.8 nautical miles out. We'll slow to 170. We'll go outside, put down the gear.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey, you are 10 miles east of Monterey. Contact Monterey Tower on 118.41 inbound on the approach.
There's our tower handoff. Oh, we're inbound.
sight. Tower on 118.4 Cessna Tree
Put our
Bravo
approach
Whiskey.
speed.
Generic 4 Papa Victor climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Voice change. We're about to lose Azure. 132.
Cleared RNAV Yankee runway 28 left approach Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
And the lights on. The voices sound weird or different, don't they? Maybe it's about to crash the desktop. Winds are still 3, so there's definitely a weather server issue. No question about it. None. Another notch. We're pitching up. Oh, I know what's going on. Stop descending. Let's go ahead and set minimums 1,100. Hopefully we've not burned up too much. Still got enough. Sure, it's just 6 miles out, 3,700 feet, so we're
Cleared
way
to
high.
land runway 28 left
Oh, we got
Cessna
landing
Tree
clearance.
Bravo
All right,
Whiskey.
I'm gonna take us in. Autopilot disengaged. Auto throttle. I need you to disengage, dude. There we go. Gonna have to make a right turn. Remember, it's offset. The approach is offset. So airport's at about our 1 o'clock. But we're fine. We're looking real good. Still a bit high, but we can handle it. Airspeed looks good. Full flaps, landing lights on, gears down. Just 3 miles now. Here's the airport, dead ahead. Right here. Can't come straight in because of this ridge line off to the left right here. So this is going to be fun. All right, friends. Oh, for once. Ha, we got a sync rate. Right rudder, right aileron. There we go. Airspeed's good. Runway in sight. For once, I'm glad the weather servers are down. Short final, 28 left, 500. Continue. No Vossies or Poppies, but I got the RNAV on the PFD. Runway 28 left confirmed. Spoilers up, reversers. That was great. That was exciting. Wow. Yeah, other than the weather being fucked up, it was perfect. Winds are still 3. That's funny. I can't tell if it's left or right. Oh, it's right. Okay. Welcome to Monterey. Yeah, weather servers are definitely down because
Going
not
to
only...
120.875 Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Well, I didn't hear anybody say anything, but okay. ATC's partially fucked up. Monterey ground. Taxi to parking. Yeah, look at the outside air
Monterey
temperature.
ground, Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey.
20.
Request taxi to parking.
It is definitely not 20 degrees Celsius in
Taxi
Monterey.
to general aviation parking using taxiway Delta cross runway 10 left Foxtrot Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
I vaguely remember this the taxiway they want me to take is like absurdly tiny. Okay, flaps in, spoilers down, lights. And timer. Nice, little 26-minute flight. Not too shabby. Well, you know, other than the weather not being right, this went really well. Kind of a cool offset approach like that. That's very neat. They want us to cross that runway 10. Yeah, they're gonna put us way the hell over here. Way over here. That's kind of funny. Well, look, friends, we've made it to Monterey. I'm going to spare you the remainder of the taxiing and parking. And I'm going to thank you for joining us for this short flight up to Monterey. We'll see you soon. Have a good one.